Okay everyone, so I wanted to do a dedicated video to Seeking Allah Finding Jesus by Nabeel Qureshi. I'm currently reading this, so I'm not finished it yet, but I wanted to just kind of like make a compilation of updates of me reading this. So this book follows Nabeel's story of how he was seeking to be closer to Allah, and he started questioning if Allah was the real God and if Jesus was actually the real God, and then it's his conversion to Christianity. So so far I love the way it's written. It's written in like such a story form. It's very readable. It's not dry. Like he's a good storyteller, so he's just chronicling the early stages of his life, getting into Islam, and how he is so like dedicated and loves his faith, and he loves Allah. And then I haven't really seen him going into the questioning part of it, but the prologue or the introduction, you can tell he's just like at his wit's end, and he's like, Allah, like, if you're real, I need to know, because Jesus sounds real too, and like, I'm not trying to say that you are not real or that like Jesus is you, but I'm questioning things. And so seeing him write that out, like he wrote it so well. I really respect him. And yeah, I like that he is so respectful to the Islamic faith, because he truly like was committed and dedicated to Allah and loved him and loved the Quran and the scriptures. So it's very good to see that perspective for me. It's teaching me a lot already, and I'm really happy about that. So yeah, this is my final review because I did finish reading this book and I totally loved it. It is 5 stars. This book, I learned so much in it, and it was such like a heart story. I really enjoyed it. It really showed me another side to Islam, because one thing that I thought was interesting is that he does talk about how 9/11 affected him and his family, because they were living in America when it happened. And I definitely remember when it happened that there was a fear around Muslim people after that. And I didn't realize that it had clouded my judgment of them. So when I was reading about his life and how devoted he was to his faith and how reverent they were to Allah and to evangelizing their faith, it really like touched my heart to like see that there are really good Muslim people out there. But he also doesn't like gloss over that some people have taken the religion and made it what they want, and they look over certain things and they just use it for their own gain. So that definitely happens, and it happens in every religion, so it's not just Islam. But I just really appreciated that he included both sides. The other part that really tugged at my heart, and it actually made me tear up, was when he finally gave his life to Jesus. He had gone through every investigation possible. He had investigated the Quran and Muhammad and just all of the doctrines of Islam, and none of them could stand against Christianity. And so he finally was faced with, okay, I can't in my right mind believe that my faith in Islam is a well-placed faith, but how can I just switch my allegiance to a new God? But what I loved is that he asked God, like, are you Allah, the God of the Quran, or are you Lord, like Jesus of the Bible? And God revealed himself, and he eventually did give his life to Jesus. His family did feel betrayed. I actually wish we had seen more, but maybe it was too painful to write about. He didn't give a ton of details about his parents' reaction and his family. Like, I mean, he did, but I would have wanted to see more interactions around that. And they did lose contact for a little bit, but they did not ostracize him, and they do still speak. It's just very uncomfortable and tense. So I pray that one day they do come to know Jesus too. But yeah, it ends fairly close to him giving his life to Jesus. So it's really just the build up to him. So I almost wish there was a sequel. I do know he has another book called No God But One, but I'm thinking that's more so what his research was between Islam and Christianity. So, but I don't know for sure. All of the research he did about Islam and so many things that I had no idea about. I have never personally read the Quran, not sure how to say it. So I didn't know some of the things that it said in it. It was really cool to see the connections between Christianity and Islam. Like, they have so many similarities to a point, you know? I really respected it, and yeah, I loved this book. I would highly recommend it. All of the hype was real. Thank you to everyone who suggested this and hyped it up for me, because it definitely met the hype. I really, really liked it. Got a lot out of it. So thank you for watching my video, you guys. I'll talk to you in my next one. Bye.